Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kristen. I'm with Kristen Crafts, and today we are bringing you another layout for the May I Scraplift You inspiration hop that's happening on YouTube. And this was kind of the brainchild of Crystal with Pineapple Papers. And this year she invited the Scrappy Inspiration Group to play along, and I was happy to accept that challenge. And so you're going to see quite a few layouts scrap lifted. Hopefully I'll make it all the way through the month. We'll see how it goes. So this is a layout from Happy Scrapper J9, and I love this layout. It looks like she used some splatters behind, but it looks like 2x2 squares that she stitched. I'll probably just do hand stitching, and then she has torn paper up the side with some florals and things. Just a very fun, bright layout. Now what I'm going to do for mine is I'm also going to use two pictures. I'm not sure which ones I'm going to use, but I have this picture of my dad, me, and my sister. We had gone on what we call a cemetery walk. My mom is into genealogy and has traced back all the ancestors and where they're buried in our area, and has done enough extensive research that she has been accepted into the DAR on several branches of the family, and also into the Mayflower Society, which is really hard to get into, through several of the passengers of the Mayflower. So it's kind of cool. That's her hobby. That's kind of why I do scrapbooking, but not to do the research going backwards, but to save the memories going forward. So this is a picture of us in front of the gravestone of my my grandfather. That would be my dad's dad. He died when my dad was very young. So there's his headstone. And then this picture here is kind of a cool story. We had gone to a different cemetery, and my mom had a plotted map of the cemetery where one of her ancestors that she needed for proof of DAR was buried. But we couldn't find the headstone or anything. So what we had done was my sister and I had gone and went down the row headstone by headstone, matching the map to the headstones that were available. And when we got to this spot here where she should have been buried, there was nothing there but grass. Well, we dug a little bit of the grass back, and we were able to find the broken pieces of her headstone. And there was still enough written on the headstones that we were able to take photos of it, and she was able to use it for her application for the DAR, which was kind of cool. And it's nice to know, and pay respects to a great-great-grandmother and where she was buried. So these are the pictures I want to get in the book. These were taken in 2012, so it's time they get into an album. So I thought this layout was perfect for it. So what I am going to be using for my layout is going to be the new Paige Evans paper pad. And the reason I'm going to be doing this is, I believe it was Moira, don't quote me on it, I'm pretty sure it's Moira, had taken one of the 2x2 papers and had used it as a cut apart. And I loved how she did it. And so I decided I was going to do the same thing. So I'm going to use this piece of paper for my 2x2 squares. I think it's perfect. I will use a piece of white cardstock as my base. I will use this as my squares. I will use part of this as one of my layering strips, and then this is my other layering strip. Now, I am going to fussy cut, or I'm going to cut out the inside and use the inside squares, and I'm going to save the outside for a mat. I was going to do it for this layout, but I don't think it will work, because as you can see, the squares go all the way up to the top. And I'm thinking if I go and I mat this and the squares come up to it, it will look odd butting up into a different pattern. So I'm just going to save the frame for another layout this month, and I'll just use the inside squares. And if I do anything, I might, you know, doodle the outside, but I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave it, maybe ink the edge, and I'll do, again, the stitching in a big title. So I'm gonna put you on pause. I'm gonna go ahead and rip the papers and mount them on. Also fussy cut out my squares and get them on. And then I am also going to mat my photos. I'll pick out which two I want. Now, she is using like a black, and I might go with black, but I might go and use part of this yellow or this greenish paper just to pull a little bit more green over to the side. I'll have to see how it looks once I have my squares up. And then the other thing I was thinking about doing for these little floral clusters here, I may fussy cut out just a couple of these little floral bunches to tuck in, and then I'll grab some more embellishments and join you back for a little bit more of the decorating together. So be right back. Okay, off camera, I did fussy cut out some of the florals that I have here. I was able to rip, I did these in 1-inch strips and then just cut off a little tiny bit from the edge to give the torn edge. I have my squares that I cut from the 2x2 squares. Now it looks like Happy Scrapper J9 actually used probably smaller squares because hers fit a little bit better than mine did, but I'm okay with how it looks. And then I went with 3 photos instead of the 2. That way I tell the whole story. Now what I also have, which I will probably do on a companion page, is my mom went and did like one of those report covers that had all the cemeteries on it and who was where. And so what I will probably do is on the page next to it is do it like a pocket page, still using the Wonder, and then slide that page in so that it's still in the book. And even though it's not like with my genealogy-ish family history stuff, it's still within the album. So when somebody goes to take a look at this and talking about the cemetery walk, they can see actually what my mom gave us about the relatives and who was where. I went into my thickers and I grabbed out this Puffy Alpha. This is from Bella Boulevard. And I like that the purples really match. So I figure we can go ahead and spell out Cemetery Walk. Now I think I want to go a little bit higher because I think what I want to do is tuck a floral in. So I'm going to kind of put this one here for now. I don't know if that's actually where it's going to be. So that way I can stagger and put Cemetery and Walk here. Let's go ahead and do this. I will have to glue these down afterwards just to make them stick, because I find that the Puffy and the chipboard stickers don't always stick real good. So we're just going to put Cemetery Walk. And hopefully this is going to fit good, and I'm glad I was able to use these stickers. I've had these for a while, and they're really cute. I love the color. I just haven't had anything that I've scrapbooked that actually went with this. And I do have to apologize. Right now, we are having a beautiful spring day, and I have my window open, so it is a Sunday. This is National Scrapbooking Weekend when I'm making this, and everyone in my neighborhood is out right now with either a lawnmower, a weed whipper, or some kind of loud gas-powered small engine making lots of noise. So if you hear all that, I do apologize. My husband included. Okay, so actually I like how that fits in. And then maybe I'll just stick like the little florals like here. But also with my window being open, things are flying around. So you may see something go flying past the window, along with, like, you know, the Wicked Witch on her bicycle / broom or something. Oh. So, but the breeze is absolutely lovely. So I don't want to close the window. So when I'm doing florals, what I really like to do is have them so that they kind of tuck under, but then some of them will overlap. Like if you had them in the garden and they were on the fence, and you would see things peeking above and below and kind of layering. That's what I kind of like to do because to me it looks a little bit more natural. Now the other thing that I want to do on this layout is my sister, God bless her, gave me these pictures, and she likes putting the date on her pictures. Personally, my preference, I don't, because to me it's like glaring. I do write down the date, and I appreciate that the date is there, but I'm going to cover up the date, and I will put it in journaling in a smaller spot on the layout, so it's not like the key focus. And you'll have to bear with me because I have a cat that's wanting to join me again. He's probably going to knock a bunch of stuff down. So I like this here, this here. Let's go ahead and glue these down. Put one here. And I'm going to put another one. I don't want it to blend in, but I don't want it, so let's go more of like this way maybe. That way it kind of goes into the I like that. And maybe we can stick this little floral coming out of it. No, it goes more. Let's see. No, I don't like that there either. How about up the side? Okay, looks a little better there. And I think I want the other one here. Put that one there. And I don't need those. All right, so now the other thing I grabbed was I have stickers from Paige Evans. This is the Scenic Route. I have from Maggie Holmes Garden Party. I don't know if the colors, well, they're not bad, but we'll see. And then I have the Paige Evans Wander, which will probably come from there. I have stickers from Whimsical, Jen Hatfield. I don't think I necessarily want Sloths on a Cemetery Walk, but I have this one from Maggie Holmes. This is, I believe, Catching Dreams. And then these stickers, that is also Maggie Holmes. And then these from Paige, which is from Scenic, or what is that, Scenic Route? Yeah, I think it's Scenic Route. Anyways, I have a few sitting here. So let's go through and see what we can find. And it doesn't need much now, because I think the florals and the paper already say a lot, and I do want to leave room. I'll probably do my journaling over here, and like I said, I'll make a companion page that I'll embellish over on the other side for the album that Mom gave us. So let's see what we can find. Now I do like the good things. But let's see if we can find, because I already have the title, so I don't necessarily need that. I think if I look at the sketch we're lifting, she's got just like a few tags, just a couple smaller things anchored in with the florals. So I'm thinking that's all I need is like a phrase, and then I've got my florals. So let's just stick with kind of that. So let me see where the Wander one is. So we have Today Was Magic, It's Your Day. Well, we've got Discovering, so I think that's a good one. And Memories. So we'll go with that for now. Let me see if this opens up. So Discovering. And maybe I can get rid of this little awkward, put that there. And maybe Memories. Put that back with my dad by his dad's grave. He was the youngest in his family. And so when his dad died back then, he was like 12. And those were the days when they wouldn't let the kids in the room. And all his siblings were much older. And it was his brother-in-law who was the one that came home and sat with him, because I think they all forgot about the 12-year-old at home. And so he's got mixed feelings about, you know, that whole time in his life. And so it's good that he went, and now he's got his, you know, kids with him. So let's see. I really like the butterflies and the dragonflies, but I need one more word here. It's really not adventures. We'll go with happiness, because finding the gravestone really did make my mom happy. So we'll go with happiness. And breeze. I think I'm going to go with a butterfly. Whoa. Again, the breeze. Hang on. All right. All good. Put that up there like that. And cut the edge off. And they have some like little like bugs. They have ladybugs. So maybe we'll stick a ladybug in each. Like that there. Come on. There's actually a little bee. We'll go with a little bee there. And then we got the bug up there. And then maybe a few hearts. And let's see. We'll put one there. We'll put one by the happiness. And then we will put one over like here. All right, I think this is gonna do it for me. I would put like enamel dots or something on here, but with the wind blowing, I might do that later, and I'll wait and see what I do on the other page. But for now, I like that it's a nice clean layout. It tells the story, and again, I'll probably do the journaling about Mom taking us for the walk to see where all of our ancestors were buried in our local area. So I want to thank you guys for stopping by. I will have the link for everyone who's playing along this month in the description box below. Make sure that you stop by, and if you're not subscribed to one of them, subscribe so that when they do put up a layout, you'll be able to see it. Also, there is links to the individuals that are also on Instagram that are playing along, and I will have the link to Happy Scrapper J9, who inspired this layout with her beautiful layout. She had a lot of beautiful layouts, and I'm happy that I was able to discover her through Crystal. And I will make sure to have her channel also in my description box so that you can go and check out her Instagram channel as well and find some wonderful inspiration. Have a great day, and we will see you tomorrow with another May I Scraplift You. Bye-bye.